A superstar from HGTV, Scott McGillivray. It's very hard to say his last name. It's one of the best guy on HGTV.
Yeah,
it's a
very
superstar.
well known.
I just received an email from him like last 2 weeks ago, and I was asked if I'm interested to start, building a business with him. In other words, to endorse me in a real estate field.
Who is or was your model in life, and what did you learn from that person? I don't know if it was you are talking a lot about your father.
Yes.
Yeah, it's often when I'm hearing, and you learn probably a lot from your father. And I don't know if you have any teacher, a former teacher or friend, or who is your inspiration? I don't know.
Yeah, so I got inspiration for my parents for sure. My father was a teacher in Romania. My mom the same. I saw them that working very hard for a little salary. They were like all the time living for their students. I grew up between them, and I saw what they did for their kids. They prepared to teach classes at home, to do the plan for teaching and stuff like that, and I was impressed. But I realized that working a system for somebody like it's very painful, because you get paid what you get paid, like in Romania, and they didn't have too much money. And then later on, I was in army in Romania. I was a captain engineer, and the same system. You get a fixed salary. You have to do certain. And I realized it's not for me. I'm like a free spirit. And when I came in Canada, I say no way to work in like an education system or in army or military or any other system, because I have that free spirit, and then because I learned from my father to be a hardworking guy, and I did, and from my mom. And then I said, but you have to do more than that. You have to work hard, but on the same time smart, and not to have any any bosses or any like a system that you are very organized. So I decided to structure. So I think the best way to go, like a small entrepreneur, is to go in a field that you are like a freelancer with not so many rules, or if there are rules, you can do your own rules. For example, what I do here, I'm kind of an unorthodox guy in real estate, because most of the real estate agents, they have teams, they have systems in play, they have lead generation systems, etc. And I realized why I don't want to have a team. I'm telling you for 100%.
That's so a good question, actually.
My database is it's about 300-400 family that they used me in the past, and I realized when I try to send them with I try to build teams in the past, but I realized that my client says, Marius, if you send me your assistant,
it's not the
I'm not the same, like you are working for me.
Absolutely,
so if you're not coming with me, then you lose me. And I realized that it's a personal liaison between me and my clients, and they cannot put anyone between them. It's a relationship. So I realized that it's a big mistake if I do that. So I try to keep it like a small boutique business. I take care one-to-one with my clients. I'm not sending anybody else to serve them. Sometime in the buyer side, I will do that. My son is an amazing buyer agent. He learned from me if he doesn't know anything. So I'm like a coach for him, and my clients they feel safe, because all the time I'm on top of the situation. So for this reason, the only one that is working for me is my son. My wife is a stager. It's an amazing stager. She has a great taste for staging properties. She's exclusively working for me. As I I said, we have a warehouse of furniture that I can have 7 listings at once, 6, 7, like average, let's say square footage, let's say 2,000 square feet home. If they're higher than that, probably I'll have for 4 or 5 anyway. But we do an amazing stuff. So we go one-on-one. It's like, let's say, other top agents in top 100. Let's say they are like a Mercedes, like a BMW. I'm like a Lamborghini. So I sell less homes, but for much higher prices, because I do it manually. Each home is different.
Clientele.
Yes,
different
it's
kind
a different
clientele, I would say.
Yeah.
So
I was a captain engineer in Romanian army for 11 years. So I learned that, you know, in army they are teaching you to be on time, to you know, fulfill your promises, to do all your right, and to be straightforward. You know, it's like in battle.
Yes.
So I do the same thing here. When I meet with the clients, I said, you know, it's some guys, they see me like very direct, and they don't like that kind of, and it's okay.
It's okay,
you know,
it's okay.
But most of them, they say, you know what, this one has a system. This one has a strength to do that. I have a high energy even today, even all day, like you know, good thing, like every day I'm going to gym, like you know, how to keep my energy is I try to go to gym every day. I have a coach, like a gym coach, that she's training me like 3-4 times per week, and in the rest I just you know, run on my treadmill, on my bicycle, on my rower. I have different kind of, you know, I have a gym out in my house. So, you know, I try to, because if you're not healthy, you cannot deliver.
Yes. And so, I know from you and from Mariana, your wife, you are actually taking care of your sleep as well, because sleep is very important.
Oh, yeah.
Because you want to have your mind very sharp.
Yeah.
You want to be able to be focused on the job, on the business, on the selling. When you're tired, you know, you cannot. If you're not healthy and you know, rest.
Last month I purchased something that I didn't have, like a Fitbit watch. So what it is I try to see if I, you know, how many you know, steps per day.
Okay.
So I realized I put it, and then when I do a staging, usually I spend like 18 to 20,000. You know, per day. Which
you didn't know.
I didn't know. And then they said, if you do 10,000 you know, steps, then you're healthy. So I do double than that. So every day, so which keeps me healthy, positive, and
motivated. Now you're even more motivated because it helps you with your health as well. So you're doing what you love and what you like, and it keeps you healthy as well. So this is the perfect.
It's amazing
combination, actually.
So since 2018, I was in the top 100 in Canada in Remax, and then you know, I kept it like this. I was in Keller Williams for 1 year, number 7 in Canada at the end of 2020, I think, or 2019. And then I came back in Remax, and I was again top 100 in Canada. And last year I was top 100 worldwide. So I was top 50 in Canada, top 100 worldwide. And what I realized is, when you have something mattering that you can do that, that you can. So now my goal from now on is to keep a top 100 worldwide. And at least, and then to improve my service, you know, beyond that, you know. So it's very important to, in my opinion, to have lead generation. This is not a doubt, you know, but most important, when you get a lead and your client, do the best for them. Do not go cut corners. Do not you know, do not do average things. Do the best. And I do the best.
And it's not only for the client, it's also
for yourself.
You feel way better when you know you did your best. And I'm just give you a heads up. A superstar from HGTV, Scott McGillivray. It's very hard to say his last name. It's one of the best guy on HGTV. It's a superstar. Very well. I just received an email from him like last 2 weeks ago, and I was asked if I'm interested to start, you know, building a business with him. In other words, to endorse me in a real estate field. And I say I will be honored to do that. So he's searching just the top agent, but not just the top agent. He is searching for quality agents
who deliver.
I don't think it's just a number, Marius.
Who has you know, proven you know, portfolio. So I am so happy. I have video with him in the next 2 weeks or so. And I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you, to be honest. I'm very excited for you.
I think he's one of the best in HGTV series, and I'm doing the same like he's doing, but with no crew. It's so funny. We're doing the same thing.
It is, yeah. But this is great. This is great. I'm looking forward, to be honest, and I'm excited for you. And because I mean, we work for so long together. We have more than 2 years. We know each other for more than 10 years. And honestly, when your business is like blooming, I'm so happy. I'm honestly happy. It feels like it's my business, honestly. This is how I feel. And I'm so proud, if I can say, of everything you do. And see, people see that, actually. If you wonder, people can see.
Yeah, I have so many calls from my community because they see it, not even from our community, because they see our podcast. And you know, I realized that the people, you know, love to work with winners, who love to work with people with great attitude and positivism, and I'm that guy. And I don't let them down. It's like in a fight, you know, we fight until the end. You know, maybe we lose a battle, but we win the war.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Marius, I mean, we can talk for 10 hours, to be honest, because we have so many topics, and we can cover a lot of like subjects. But thank you so much for today. It was amazing, and I know I'm seeing your passion, because you say other people not doing so well in the real estate, but I don't see their passion like the way you have. I see the passion. I see you're like, you know, you're a different person when you're talking, because it feels like it's not a job for you. Yeah, it's who you are. It's who you are.
Yeah, so I have, thank you so much for saying that. So I think there are two types of top performers and top achievers. So I'm more like a top performer because everything comes from myself. So so you know, being so successful didn't stop me to be the same like I was 18 years ago. I have the same energy that I had it 18 years ago, and never stopped. And doesn't matter how much money, it doesn't matter if I'm top 1 in the world or top 10 or top 100, I will do the same passion for my clients to be sure they got the most money and I can change their lives for better.
Absolutely.
This is it.
Congratulations, Marius. Again, pleasure talking to you. Looking forward for the next meeting, and
thank you so much.
To learn from your future project.
God bless you.
Okay, thank you.